Welcome back, everybody, to another math lesson. I hope you're all doing very well. I hope you're all in good health. And today the topic is multiplication. And to start off, well, let's take a look at what the multiplication symbol looks like. It looks like an X. So anytime you see an X in a math question between two numbers, it's asking you to multiply. And the X means, it's a fancy way of saying groups of. So if you see an X, it's telling you to make groups of something. And what are groups? They are anything that you can put stuff in. So imagine a box. You can put stuff inside of a box. A box can act as a group, or what I like to call a group holder. If you can imagine a basket, you can put stuff inside of a basket, which means a basket can act as a group or a group holder. Let's see more examples of group holders. We have behind door number 1, we have a refrigerator, and we can put stuff in a refrigerator. So refrigerator is a group holder. You could put stuff inside of it. Here we have a cage. Of course, we can put stuff in cages. We can put stuff in canoes. We can put people in them. So canoes are group holders. Here we have a car, and like a canoe, we can put people inside of a car. Here we have a box, like we mentioned already. A box, you can put stuff inside of it, so it's a group holder. Here we have, what's this? A guy's pocket. So if you can imagine, you can put coins inside of a person's pocket. You can put, whatever fits inside of a pocket. They can go inside. Here we have a hockey net. You can put pucks inside of that. We have, this one was inspired by one of my students who suggested rabbit holes. Well, you can put rabbits inside of rabbit holes. So a rabbit hole is a group holder. And here, of course, a jar. And I'm sure you can think of many more on your own. Maybe take a look around you. See if, actually, you know what? Take a moment right now. See if you can find a group holder around you. I know I'm looking right next to me. I'm just picking up a mug. Somebody should wash this mug. A mug, you can put stuff inside of a mug. You can put, candies. You can put, a drink inside of it. You can put anything. That fits, of course. To my right, oh my gosh, I have a bowl here beside me, and just like a mug, you can put stuff inside of it's a little bowl, but you can still put stuff in it. You can put little Cheerios or M&Ms or things like that. So I have a bowl on my right and I have a mug on my left. Shapes can also act as group holders. Can you explain why? Well, what you should be thinking of is that any of these shapes can act as group holders because you can put stuff inside of each of these. I mean, if you imagine a circle or a hula hoop, you can put stuff inside of this. You can put stuff inside of a square, inside of a heart. This pentagon, it's got 5 sides. We'll learn about that in a few units. Don't worry if you didn't get it's a pentagon. We'll learn about it in a few weeks. You can put stuff inside of all of these things so they can all act as group holders. Here we have 4 questions, and in between these 4 questions we have pictures, and we're going to use these pictures to build all of these equations. And here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that ignore the second number in all these. The first thing in a multiplication equation that you need to focus on, and you have to do this, is the first 2 symbols. We have a 3 here and we have an X over here. These here are the most important part of the equation to start you off. We have 3, and if you remember, we said the X means groups of. So I'm going to write it here just to remind you, and so you don't forget. 3 groups of. That's what the X means. So let's take a look at this picture here and decide what we're going to use for this. 3 groups of. Well, I'm going to use the box here. You could use the guy's pocket if you want, or the car. I'm going to use the box because it's really close. And I need 3 boxes because it says 3 groups. So here's one group. Here's a second one, second group, and my third group. Now I got to put stuff inside of these groups. So let's see. The 2 means I got to put 2 things inside of them. And look at this, basketballs. I'm going to put 2 basketballs in here. You could put the dog if you want. Here's a puppy. Let's leave a puppy for something else. You could put 2 in here. And I'm going to make 2 in this one and 2 in this one. There you have it. And my answer is going to be, let's see here. We have 2 here and 2 here and 2 here. And I'm adding them all up. I want to see how much I have all together. I have 6. So 3 groups of 2, or 3 times 2 is 6. How about this equation here? We have 2 groups of something. And again, I got to find some group holders. So Let's see here. What could we use? We could use the car, I guess. Let's use the car. We have two groups. So again, write it down so you don't forget. The X means groups of. Point at it. So I need two groups. So I need two cars. So I'm going to get this car. I'm going to put two groups. There's my two groups. Now what do I put in? How many do I put inside of each one? Let's reveal it. We need 4 inside of each one. So look at this man here. Let's shrink him down. Let's make 4 of them. There's 2, 3, and 4. Let's put them all together like this. And put them inside of this car here. And then we'll make another one. Another group of 4 inside of this one. So here we have a group, the car, and we have 4 inside of this car, and we have another group and 4 inside of this one, and all together we get 4 here, and we get another 4 here, and that makes 8. There, I'm done 2 questions. Let's look at the third one. Let's go 5 times something. Okay, so again, I need 5 groups of. And I can't stress this enough. If you are learning this at first, you need to write this. You got to write 5. You got to point at the X and you got to say groups of. This is so important. You got to know how to do it and remember it. So let's use the guy's pocket for this one. I need 5 groups. And pockets, you can put stuff in them. So I'm going to need 5 pockets. So I'm going to go 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't have anything here to stick inside of these pockets, but I could draw. I could definitely draw. Let's have gumballs. Let's put 2 in here. Let's put 2 gumballs in. Oh, hold on a second. Why am I drawing 2? I don't even know how many I'm supposed to draw. I didn't reveal it yet. Let's reveal it. Okay, so it's not 2, it's 4. So let's erase this. Reveal that 4. So I'm gonna need 4 gumballs or whatever coins you want to stick inside of the pocket here. Let's do 4 here. I'm going to need 4 here. Put 4 in this pocket, 4 in this pocket, and 4 in this one. And if I add it all up, I have 4 here, plus 4 more, plus 4 more, plus 4 more, and I have 5 of the 4s. Count them. I have 5 pockets and I have 5 of the 4s. And if you add it all up, you get 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 of them. And that's my answer. Now let's do the last one. We have 4 groups. So now we have the canoe. Let's use, how many canoes? Well, 4. I need 4 groups. So I need 1 canoe here, a second one, a third one, and a 4th one. And look at that. I forgot to write groups of in front or on top of this one. I'm going to go groups of. So I need 4 groups of. I need 4 canoes. And what can I put in the canoe? Where's my puppy? Where's that puppy gone? Let's find him. Ah, there he is. Oh, that's not nice. Okay, let's bring him down here. Shrink him. How many puppies do I put in inside of each one? I need 3. So I have my 4 groups here. Now I'm going to look at my 3. I'm going to go another puppy here. Another puppy. Let's put them together like that. And, oh, what happened here? Let's fix that up. Group them. So I got 3 puppies in the first group. I got 3 more in the second. I got 3 more in the third. And I got 3 more in the 4th group. So I've got all my puppies set up. Hopefully they got some supervision. Don't leave your puppies unattended inside of canoes. And my answer is going to be, let's see here what we have. We have 4, or no, we have 3 in this. And we have 3 more, and 3 more. And of course we have 4 3s. They match the canoes. And my answer is going to be 3, 6, 9, 12 altogether. Now let's get a little creative here. We're going to use pictures like what we did in the last one. We're going to make our own equations. So let's, ooh, that's not nice to the kangaroo. Let's leave the kangaroo alone. Let's be nice to the kangaroos. Be nice to the kangaroos. Let's put this guy here. Let's move this away. We don't need him yet. Let's focus on the sea-doos. Oh man, oh, the summers that I'd spend on sea-doos. Oh, unbelievable. But this isn't about me. This is about these gummy bears. Let's make them ride these sea-doos. And let's put 2 inside of them, just to be safe. We don't want to endanger any gummy bear safety or health. Let's put another one here, and I don't know, let's put 3 of them. If I showed you a picture like this, and I said, make me an equation, what would that equation look like? let's think about this for a second. I have a multiplication equation. I have three CDUs, which means I have three groups of, because CDUs are my group holders. They can hold people or gummy bears inside of each of them. These guys are wacky. So I have three of them. How many do I have inside of each one? I have two. So it's three groups of two, and my answer is going to be six because I have six altogether. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the first question. I just made it up. All right. I could have put more. I could have put less. I could put more gummy bears inside of the CDU. I could have put less inside of each one. But based on the picture I made right now, that's the equation. Okay, look. Let's take this watermelon here. Let's do another one. Watermelons, look what they have inside of them. They have seeds. So my watermelon can hold seeds, and anything that holds stuff is a group holder. So I have my watermelon acting as a group holder. Let's make another one here beside it, and let's make one more beside this. Hey, you know what? Let's do one more even. Let's put 4. Now, if I asked you what's my multiplication equation, counting seeds, well, you would have to start and count how many are in each in this one, and you would see you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 inside of this one. Let's write it down. I got 10 here, and I got 10 more, 10 more, and 10 more. What's my multiplication equation though? It is 5, or we have 4 groups of 10. With 10 in each group. So we have 40 altogether. If you count them, you have 10, 20, 30, 40. Let's do one more. Let's use that kangaroo here. So say we have this kangaroo, and this kangaroo, of course they hold baby kangaroos, but let's say for this example they hold skunks. A bunch of skunks decided to hang out with the kangaroo. So we have, let's put, say we have 3 skunks. Yeah, let's do 3 skunks. And let's shrink him down a little bit. Let's put another one beside him. Let's put another one beside him. And another one. How about one more? Yeah, let's do one more. What's the multiplication equation for this one? Well, we have, let's see here. How many groups do we have? We have 5 groups. 5 kangaroos, that's for 5 kangaroo pockets. That's 5 groups. And I have 3 in each one. What's my answer? It's going to be 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, and that makes 15. Now at this point here, everybody pause the video, take a moment just to think about what we've done. We've done a lot. Find some group holders at home or in your classroom. Use them to make your own multiplication equations. So go ahead, pause the video, find stuff around you that you can turn into multiplication equations, kind of like what I did in the last example. Get creative, and then show either your teacher if you're in a classroom, or your mom and dad or uncles or sisters or whoever's beside you. We'll be back in a minute. All right, everybody, we're back. Let's start the second part of this lesson here. We have a chart, and the chart has a few categories. The illustration means a diagram, some sort of a picture. Repeated addition is just the addition equation. Equation is my multiplication equation. My solution is the answer. Let's do a couple examples before I let you go off on your own here. If I look at this first example, I see 3 groups. So I'm just going to, let's see here. I have 4 in this one, 4 in this one, and 4. So I'm going to write my repeated addition is 4 plus 4 plus 4. My equation, my multiplication, I'm going to put times equation, is going to be 3 groups, because I have 3 circles. 3 groups of 4. 4 in each one, and my solution is going to be 12. That's my answer. For this one here, I have 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. And those are the things that are in the groups. So if I make a group of 3 here, because it tells me 3, and I put it in a group, that's a group of 3. And how many more do I need? Well, I need this one, this one, this one. I need 4 more of these 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, oops. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'll put 3 in this one, and we'll put 3 in this one. Let's just double check it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3s, and here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3s, and if I count them all, that gets me 15. I can put my solution in. But what's my multiplication equation? It's going to be 5 groups, because I have 5 of the groups, and I have 3 in each one, so it's going to be 5 times 3. Here we have two more. Let's just do these ones here before moving on. We have 5 times 4, and I'm going to have to work backwards and draw a picture first. I need 5 groups. So I'm going to make 5 groups. I'm going to make triangles this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I need 4 inside of each one. Now look, I'm going to go a little bit faster with this. I'm just going to write the number 4 instead of drawing 4 dots. I'm allowed to do that. I could do it. Hey, I could do anything I want to do with this. So look, I got 4 here, and my repeated addition is going to be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 more. Count them all together, the solution is going to be 20. Same idea with this one. We have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So I'm going to make, I don't know, let's make squares this time. Let's make a square, let's put 2 in it. So this one's done. I'll make another square, put 2 in this one. This one's done. Put another square with 2 and another square with 2. Now we have used them all up. My equation is going to be, how many groups do I have? Count them. I got 4 groups. How many are in each group? 2. My answer, 8. All right, how to multiply by 0. This is awesome, guys. Look, this is the easiest type of drawing to make. You don't even have to think about these ones. 5 times 0 looks like this. Same idea. I have 5 groups of, that's what the X means. So I'm going to draw my 5 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 groups of 0, which means that there's nothing inside of each of these. What's nothing plus nothing plus nothing? It's nothing. It's 0. But what about the second one? Second one, still same idea. I have my X means groups of. I have 0 groups of, which means I don't draw any groups. Now look, 5 inside of, now we know what the 5 means, right? You got to put 5 in each group. But since I don't have any groups, I don't have any place to put the 5 in. So my answer is still nothing. I have nothing there. So no drawing here. Now, why is it that we drew something here, but we didn't draw anything here? Well, look, if you look at this equation, it says 5 groups. So I had to draw my groups. It tells me to draw 5 of them. Here, if you look at this part, it says 0 groups, which means don't draw any groups. So how cool is that? You get marks for not drawing any groups. And then, of course, the 5, there's no groups to put them in. You don't draw the 5. How about this one? 6 groups means you got to draw those 6 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing in each one. My final answer is nothing. And here, 0 groups means I don't draw any groups. Again, no drawing. And since there's no groups, you got no place to put these things in. So, again, you got nothing. Look, I'm going to give you a minute to do them on your own. We'll come back in a minute. We'll check our answers. I hope you get 100% in them. Ready, set, go. All right, everybody, we're back. Let's do these questions here. Let's see how you did. We have 5 times 4. This is what you should have done. Your illustration should have shown 5 groups because it says 5 groups. So you should have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should have put 4 inside of each one. And my shortcut, instead of 4 dots, I'm going to put 4, 4, 4, 4. Your repeated addition is going to be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 more. Count your 4s. You should have 5 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 4s, and your solution should have been 20. Give yourself a mark here, and a mark here. 3 marks for the first one. Let's do the second one. You should have done the same idea. You should have made one group here. Let's make a group. And you should have put 1 inside of it. 1 dot or the number 1 or whatever you want. I'm going to make a dot here because it's easy. Make another group. So let's say we're done this one. Make another group, put a dot in it. We're done with that one. Put another group with a dot. 1. And 1 more with a dot. So you should have had 4 groups of 1. And your equation should have been 4 times 1. The order matters. If you would have put 1 times 4, that's wrong. It has to be 4 times 1 because we have 4 groups. And there they are. My solution, I just have 4. Count the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's do this last one here. We have cars. Oh boy, what do we have? We have 2 people in the car. We have 2 people here. So let's put 2 plus 2 more in here plus 2 more here and 2 more in this one. My final answer, well, before we get to that, what's our equation, our multiplication equation or times equation? Well, we have 4 groups. I'm going to write 4 times. And I have 2 in each group. I have 4 times 2, and my answer is 8. Give yourself a mark here, a mark, that's 3 more, and 3 more here. And by the way, it has to be 4 times 2. If you put 2 times 4, that's a big X here. Don't do that. It has to be in the right order. 4 groups of 2. All right, everybody, I'm going to give you, if you didn't do very well on the last page, in the last few questions, you get another chance to redeem yourself. Pause the video, and we'll come back in a minute to check your answers. Ready, set, go. All right, we're back, everybody. Let's check it out here. We have 3 times 5. You should have drawn 3 groups. 1, 2, 3. You should have put 5 in each one. Now, you could have drawn 5 dots or put number 5. It's all good by me, as long as you show this. Repeated addition. Well, let's see what we have here. We have 5 plus 5 plus 5, and our solution is 15. Give yourself a mark, and a mark. 3 marks. The second question, you should have done this. You should have made, let's see, a group of 4. So I'll put a group. We'll put 4 in here. Yeah, I'll draw dots. I need another group of 4 here. Now I'm crossing them out just so I keep track, so I don't draw too many groups. And another group of 4 over here. All right. Your equation should have been, let's see, 3 groups. So you should have put 3 times and 4 in each one. If you wrote 4 times 3, if you did this, that's wrong. Okay, it has to be 3 times 4 based on the information we're given. And the solution is going to be, let's see here, we have 12 altogether. Count all the dots, you get 12. This last question, we have canoes. So what do we have here for canoes? We got, let's see here, we have people, we have 3 people here, 3 in each one. So let's go 3 for this one. 3 for this one. I'm just scratching them so I keep track of what I've done. 3 in this one. I don't want to put too many 3s. 3 in this one. And 3 in the last one. And my multiplication equation is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 canoes. So that's 5 groups of, canoes are groups, of 3. If you wrote 3 times 5, again, that's absolutely wrong based on the picture that we've been given, and your solution should have been 15. So look, give yourself a mark here, a mark and a mark. That's 3 marks here and 3 more over here. And this should be right there. Take a moment, guys, read these next 2 questions very carefully and underline the important information. We'll be back in a minute and check our answers over. Ready, set, go. All right, everybody, we're back. The first question, it says, is there a difference in the answer? Okay, and this is the key part here. The answer between 3 times 5 and 5 times 3. And look what the difference is. We took the 3 and the 5 and we flipped them around so that the 5 is in the front and the 3 is in the back, and we get 5 times 3. Voila. Now we got to see if there's a difference in the answer between these two. So let's split the page up. Explain your answer using an illustration. You have to show some sort of a drawing. That's what illustration means. So let's do 3 times 5 first. Here's 3 groups. I'm going to make 1, 2, 3. I need 3 groups of 5. So I'm going to put 5, 5, 5, and that makes 15 equals 15. Here, for 5 times 3, I get 5 groups. I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So already the pictures look different. Here I've got 3 groups. Here I got 5 groups. But I need 3 inside of each of these. So I'm going to put 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. And if I add them all up, I still get 15. So if you look at the answer between these two, the answer, is there a difference? Absolutely not. There is no difference. No, I'll put diff for short. How about the next one? Is there a difference between the answer between 2 times 4 and 4 times 2? Again, I flipped the numbers around. So let's split this page up. Again, use an illustration. So for my first part, I have 2 times 4. So I'm going to make 2 groups. And I'm going to put 4 in each group. So I'm going to put 4 here. And let's put 4 here. My answer is going to be 8 when I add them all up. 4 times 2, though, slightly different question here. Now look, we have 4 groups in this next one. 3, 4 groups, that's what it says. And I have 2 in each one. So the pictures look different. But my answer is going to be 8 again. Add them all up, you get 8. Is there a difference? There is no difference. And that's the general rule. If you flip the numbers around, it makes no difference in the answer. Now, this question here, boys and girls, this will really test your ability to see if you understand this very well or if you need to do a little bit more work. Take a moment, see if you can figure out the answers for the blanks, and we'll be back in a moment. Ready, set, go! All right, everybody, we're back. The missing numbers, look, I'm going to look at it this way. 5 groups means I got to draw 5 groups. I got no way around that. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And my missing number here, whatever it is, when I add them all up, I got to get 15. So look, if I put a dot here, if I put 1 dot in each one, does that make 15? Of course not. It makes 5. I have 5 dots. If I put 2, count all the dots before I do, makes 10 dots. I need 15. So I'm going to have to put more dots. 1 more in each one. And if I add all these up, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, I get, did I count the threes right? Yeah, I get 15. So I have 5 groups of 3 in each one. That makes 15. How about this next one? 3 groups of something. So I have 3 groups of something makes 12. Well, again, if I put 1 dot in each one, does that make 12? Of course not. Put 2 dots. That's not 12. That's 6. Now I have 9 altogether. And now I have 12. So I have 3 groups of what? 4. That makes 12. Look at these last two. You see here we have an equation on the left and the answers on the right. Here they put the answer on the left and the equation on the right. I don't like that. So you know what I do here? I just scratch it out and I rewrite it the way I like to. I flip these around. I go blank time. I put the blank times 2 on the left and I put the 8 on the right. Let's split this up. Now it looks better and I can, focus more on this question. Now, what do we have here? I have blank groups. I don't know how many groups I have, right? It doesn't tell me. So I can't do that part, but I know that there's 2. There's 2 in each group. So let's say I had 1 group. Does that give me my answer of 8? No, that just gives me 2. I have another group of 2. That's 4. I have another group of 2 and another group of 2. Look, now I have 8, which I got my answer. How many groups though did I make? I made 4 groups. So I'm going to write 4 here. 4 groups of 2 makes 8. And for the last one again, yeah, you're going to see that on the PAT exams. You're going to see it on my exams too. Flip these around. I don't like when the answer's on this side. I like it when the answer's on the other side. So I take it like this and I put it on the other side. Actually, that's probably a better way of writing it than scribble it all out and do. This is better. Scratch the answer out and put it on the other side like this. Now we could do this question. It says 4 groups. So I'm going to make 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 groups of something makes 20. Well, let's check it out. 1 in each one. Does that make 20? No, that makes 4. If I put 2 in each one, does that make 20? No, that makes 8. Put 3 in each one. Nope. Put 4 in each one. Let's see, 4, 8, 12, 16. I'm almost there. If I put 5 though in each one, that's going to get me my answer. 4 groups of 5 makes 20. Last 2 questions. Read them carefully, underline the important information, and we'll check our answers in a minute. All right, we're back. Write the multiplication equation and okay, look, let's underline stuff. Write the multiplication equation. So we have to write a multiplication equation and the repeated addition equation for the number of seeds found in the apples. So let's see here. We have, how many seeds here? We have 6 seeds here, plus 6 more in this one, plus 6 more here. And there, I have my repeated addition equation. And if you add it up, you get 18. But now I've done this part, but I didn't do this one yet. Now, you probably did, and let's check it over. The multiplication equation is going to be, let's see here. We have 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups. So I'm going to write 3 groups of 6. 6 in each one, and that makes 18. Give yourself a mark for this. Now look, by the way, if you wrote 6 times 3 is 18, that's wrong. It's not right because it doesn't match the picture. We don't have 6 groups, we have 3 groups. 3 apples, that's 3 groups. Okay, so that's 2 marks. Give yourself a mark here and give yourself a mark for this one. For this last question, it says write the multiplication equation and the repeated addition equation for the number of leaves found in the apples or on the apples. So let's see here. How many leaves do we have? Well, we have a group here. A group and a group. So I have 1, 2, 3 groups, but there's 2 leaves on each group. So I have 3 groups, because 3 apples, and I have 2 leaves on each apple. And that makes 6 leaves. My repeated addition is going to be 2 leaves plus 2 more leaves plus 2 more leaves makes 6. Congratulations, everybody, for completing part 1 of multiplication. There's one more part to come. It's called multiplying using arrays, but don't go on to that next part unless you understand this part here. Watch this video a couple times, practice the questions again and again, and again, practice makes perfect. You're going to get there. Keep working hard, and I'll see you in the next lesson.